younger career, I spent a lot of energy towards the physicality of things and working very hard to make sure that physicality was on point. So falling into a physical role with Good Thelonious is easy for me because it's what I've done. It's not a comfortable place for Good Thelonious to be, which I like that idea. So it's for Thelonious as a character, he doesn't particularly thrive in that environment, but I'm comfortable in it enough to put him in that situation. And the oddity of Thelonious being in that situation is what creates the drama, I believe. So like the fifth dimension Good Thelonious is like everyone's imagination. And like I'm able to represent everybody's imagination with the fifth dimension because anything can happen and it'll make sense, which is beautiful. So the fact that the mittens are alive and that they're these autonomous characters like the left angel and the right devil on my shoulder, and them having power in the matches and power over me and power over my opponents is something like that came to being on its own sort of as a way for me to be odd and different, and it became a character all in itself, which is amazing. All the tools in your toolbox should be utilized as in a profession that emphasizes on things that are special about each individual person. There's a fellow named Zach Gowen, and he wrestled in 2009, I think, to 2015 or so, and the gentleman had one leg, and that is what he made his. I mean, it's your life, and that's what you've got, and that's what he made. He championed it, and he did an amazing job of it. So for me, like, what do I have in my pocket? What sort of tools? What sort of natural abilities or inabilities do I have that I can establish and create moments out of? Because it's all about creating moments. So piano for me, creating musical moments and studying who I enjoy as far as my own entertainers, and then more or less copying, stealing, borrowing, taking those pieces of the puzzle that they've utilized. And I really like the idea that comfort is key for entertainment, because if you're comfortable in it, then you're willing to output the emphasis that as a pro wrestler I'm looking for. So keeping people comfortable and familiar in something that they've already experienced, maybe they don't know where it's coming from or where I'm pulling that from, but they're like, oh, it's amazing to like be engaged with people, but like not at the same time, if that makes any sense. So like a merchandise table, for instance, will always be playing rock and roll music, and I'll specifically like turn my head and I'll be looking this way at somebody else and then this mitten's singing along with the music and like mocking somebody over here and then pointing at them, and I'm ignoring it, and then they connect with righty, and then I connect, and I'm like, what are you doing? And I start a conversation, and then I like, it's special to the child or the adult. Sometimes it's special for them to have this interaction that like we're connecting. For a kid that goes to a show that's never seen Good Thelonious, but I do the mustache twist, and we have a special high five we do, lefty for lefty, righty for righty, and then we do both. Like to create that little special, memorable moment. And then he goes and he's doing it with his friends, and then the little girl comes up and we do the same thing. And like now she's going and she's doing it with her dad. So, and they remember it and they bring it back. So if I'm able to come back to that spot again and wrestle, in the future, it's always better the second time because of the familiarity that I've created and the mittens have created by becoming their own entities and their own fun little characters. It's like it's just on the tip of their tongue. It's on the edge of speed. And like to me, that's the beautiful place to be, is right on that edge. Yeah, yeah.